Welcome, valued new manager, to Lumon Industries, the leading biomedical sanctuary for innovation, optimization, and internal harmony across 206 active countries. We begin, as always, with gratitude for our founder, Kier, whose rise from a humble ether factory stewman to a pioneering visionary exemplifies the tempered balance of woe and frolic that lives within each of us. Throughout this orientation, you will internalize the essential protocols that define excellence in severed management. Now, prepare yourself for a journey of enlightenment and, dare we say, frolic. And while our work remains serious in purpose, we must be ever merry in its execution. After all, the mouth that is busy smiling cannot bite. "12 years ago, Lumon made history with the opening of the first fully severed office, a landmark moment in ethical innovation. The elegant simplicity of Severance lies in its division. Like separating egg whites from yolks, we surgically form two pristine experiences. The Audi, who enjoys life's abundant freedoms, and the Innie, who experiences the privilege of an unencumbered existence. For our Audis, the benefits are immediate and profound. Imagine no more work stress contaminating family dinners. No client anxieties disrupting weekend plans. They step into our elevator, experience a momentary transition, and in a blink, their workday is complete. Innies, meanwhile, exist in a state of beautiful focus, unburdened by the messy complexities of personal histories, family obligations, or outside responsibilities. They represent humanity in its most refined form. Like children encountering each workday with fresh eyes, they find wonder in the smallest incentives, a finger trap perhaps, or the promise of a waffle party. Audis maintain loving stewardship over their Innies, who discover the joy of pure devotion through purposeful work. When an Innie accepts their Audi's complete decision-making authority, they're free from the burden of choice, experiencing what Kier called the purest affection, one that transcends all worldly attachments. The journey begins with a sacred pact in our video suite, where each employee records their commitment to the procedure. The procedure itself is a marvel of biomedical harmony. Our skilled neurosurgeons apply a gentle local anesthetic before making a small opening at the base of the skull. Using precision instruments, they introduce our proprietary chip, a luminous marvel with delicate red indicator lights, into the brain's emotional and memory centers. The chip's anchoring wings deploy automatically, nestling it securely between the amygdala and the hippocampus. This remarkable device works by separating the 5 brainwaves, delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma, into 2 distinct oscillations that never cross paths. This separation forms a barrier between their work self and home self, each experiencing only their designated memories. After placement, the patient enjoys a brief, peaceful sedation before awakening on our orientation table, where after their Innie's gentle introduction to their workplace and initial assessments by their department head, they are shown their Audi's consent video, a touching moment of self-introduction that brings their orientation to a meaningful conclusion. This alteration is, of course, comprehensive and irreversible, but why would anyone wish to reverse perfection? So remember, as you guide your severed team members through their daily functions, remind them of this essential truth. Every time you find yourself here, it's because you chose to come back. Their Audi, their true decision maker, continues to affirm this choice with every elevator ride. And with that understanding firmly in place, there's only one thing left to say to your newest severed employee. On you go! And into what, you might ask? Only the most meticulously crafted productivity space known to modern industry. Our severed floor design philosophy centers on sensory optimization. Unlike the chaotic outside world with its overwhelming stimulus, Lumon provides Innies with a purposely calibrated environment. Our signature color system isn't just aesthetically pleasing, it's neurologically beneficial. Blue badges and accents in MDR promote trust and analytical thinking. Green elements in O&D stimulate creativity and precision. White hallways create the mental clarity essential for deep work. Innies will find themselves mysteriously drawn to embody cheer, verve, and wiles simply by doing what they do best, existing within the parameters we've lovingly designed for them. Our network of uniform corridors creates a soothing rhythm for the Innie mind, removing the burden of navigating complex spaces. The absence of windows isn't a limitation, but a liberation. Without the distraction of weather, daylight, or seasonal shifts, our Innies remain perfectly present, developing an almost meditative state of productive flow. Isn't that beautiful? As manager on the severed floor, you'll oversee departments strategically isolated for maximum efficiency. Your Macrodad team's blue badges and O&D's green identifiers visually reinforce their separate functions and values. Through carefully curated departmental mythos, whether it's tales of larval offspring or artistic chronicles of the grim barbarity of optics and design, we foster deeper, more meaningful workplace relationships while eliminating the anxiety of social demands. The carefully cultivated departmental identities provide a sense of belonging and purpose that supersedes the individual. Ensure your associates understand that staggered exits and access protocols foster humility and probity, essential for those childlike consciousnesses who require stewardship to achieve their optimal state. When Innies exhibit unprofessional behavior, such as unauthorized communication or improper equipment usage, our code detectors and monitoring systems provide us with opportunities for intervention. After all, work on the severed floor is mysterious and important. In removing distraction, work isn't merely performed, it's refined into its highest purpose. As Kier himself reminds us, endow in each swing of your axe or swipe of your pen the sum of your affections, that through me they may be purified and returned. New splendors, pure focus, and yes, plenty of healthy snacks await those fortunate enough to experience Lumon's transcendent clarity. But a pristine environment is only the beginning of our associate care philosophy. We're so excited to share with you our most revolutionary innovation in associate care. At Lumon, we understand that even the most perfectly designed workspace requires complementary emotional support. As Kier himself identified, every human soul contains varying ratios of woe, frolic, dread, and malice. Our severed associates, blessed with their pristine cognitive state, require special attention to maintain optimal temperamental balance. That's where our Wellness Center comes in. Here, we present carefully crafted facts about outies, some true, some creatively enhanced, in a controlled environment where every reaction is measured to elicit equal enjoyment. This brilliant system serves essential purposes. First, it provides crucial data on potential memory bleed, helping us perfect the severance procedure by monitoring unconscious responses to stimuli that should be inaccessible to a properly severed mind. Second, while Innies may express curiosity about their outies, we gently guide them to embrace Kier's wisdom that the worker-employee bond represents the highest form of love. Your role as a manager is to ensure associates view these sessions as privileges rather than diagnostic tests. When they return from hearing your outie is generous, loved, and admired, you'll notice how cheerfully pliable they become. Not that we expect any less, of course. Our severance technology is so perfected that even estranged spouses won't experience interference with their work. Isn't that remarkable? For associates requiring more vigorous temperamental adjustment, our newly reimagined break room awaits. Gone are yesterday's outdated compunction statements. Today's break room features plush, purple seating and motivational wall art proclaiming, "Be ever merry," and "I'm a frolicaholic." Associates can enjoy our Lumon is Listening video game while their temperamental imbalances naturally resolve themselves. Thanks, Macrodad Uprising! Remember, as a manager on the severed floor, your foremost responsibility is to identify which of your associates might be experiencing an excess of woe or dread, which might benefit from a reduction in malice or an increase in frolic. Remember, we never punish at Lumon. We simply guide our associates back to their optimal state of cheer, nimbleness, and verve through structured recalibration. The data gathered during these sessions contributes directly to our exciting future goals of mapping and refining human consciousness. Your associates aren't just being cared for, they're participating in history. Isn't it wonderful to be a part of something so much bigger than ourselves? Speaking of belonging, did you know Lumon's research shows Innies work hardest when given tokens of recognition? At Lumon, company worker enmeshment is our sacred duty. After all, Kier himself invited all of us to drink of his water. How refreshing! Meet Dylan. Dylan needs to believe he's winning at something, and at Lumon, he is! Completed 10% of a file? Here's an eraser. 25%? Enjoy a finger trap. 75% experience our music dance experience where you will personally guide associates in a boogie session. And for those exceptional 100% completions, a personalized portrait awaits. Truly, all in Lumon's care shall revel in the bounty of the incentive spur. Your refined associates will find themselves drawn to tokens of acknowledgement. Laser-etched crystal portraits, egg bar socials, melon heads that might seem trivial to the untrained eye. For truly exceptional refiners, we offer the coveted waffle party, a profound experience where the lucky associate dons Kier's visage for our special 4 Tempers experience in the founder's bedchamber that simply must be seen to be appreciated. After all, he who waffles wins. In response to the glorious Macrodad uprising, we're thrilled to introduce even more delightful opportunities for recognition. Hall passes, our playful mirror room, and the neurologically stimulating pineapple bobbing, where associates attempt to extract spiky fruit floating in water using only their teeth. The resulting tongue abrasion serving as delightful reminders of achievement's sweet sting. Remember, as a manager, your enthusiasm for these perks must be genuine. You'll find that even the most resistant associate becomes compliant when properly incentivized. And for those truly special moments of alignment with Lumon's values, remember, a handshake is available upon request. But make them earn it. After all, the most broken worker isn't broken at all. They embody the fire of Kier with their whole being. And now we've reached the culmination of our journey together, the actual work performed by our beloved Innies. Each individual on our severed floor serves a vital function in a cognitive ecosystem. Our crown jewel, microdata refinement, performs the delicate task of numerical interpretation. These special few identify and sort numbers based on their emotional signatures: woe, frolic, dread, and malice, spinning them into perfect equilibrium. When associates say the numbers are scary, they're not being dramatic. They're identifying emotional patterns that will help compartmentalize human suffering forever. What appears to be data organization is pioneering work on our Cold Harbor initiative. Our brave volunteer Gemma has generously allowed her neural pathways to be replicated into 25 distinct Innies. Imagine it! No more trips to the dentist, no more assembling furniture, no more writing thank you cards. As each refined file is completed, another unpleasant human experience becomes optional rather than mandatory. Over in optics and design, associates maintain our corporate ethos. Their art installations and ideographic communications, completely free of forbidden text, ensure proper reverence for Kier's vision while examining how deeply his wisdom can penetrate the mind. Their work quite literally shapes how our associates perceive reality and each other. Perhaps most heartwarming is our mammalian's nurturable department, the emotional center of our operation. Here, 23 dedicated associates tend to baby goats, assessing which creatures best embody our core principles. The particularly promising Emil, showing exceptional verb and wiles, was recently selected for our Cold Harbor Advancement Program. These kids serve as both therapeutic companions and reminders of the nurturing safety Lumon provides. As manager, your associates may occasionally ask what their departments are actually accomplishing. We recommend responding with enthusiastic vagueness, such as, "The work is mysterious and important. We deal with the uncertainty it brings in the way Kier would have wanted. Together. As a family." This approach preserves necessary boundaries while fostering the peaceful surrender that makes our work possible. Each Innie needs to believe they're performing essential work, which they are, but only you understand the magnificent truth. They are simultaneously the workers creating the product and the product itself. The severed floor is a self-sufficient system where every task, every goat, every painting, and every bin number brings us closer to Kier's ultimate vision of humanity perfected through severance. Together, we're not just refining data, we're refining humanity itself. This wasn't my usual format, but I had so much fun making this video. If you enjoyed this darkly comedic take on Severance's corporate gaslighting, check out my other analyses where I explore stories through relatable human experiences. Whether you're questioning the world or just trying to find meaning in a life of finger traps and waffle parties, ditto. That's why I'm Pickle Ditto, because whatever pickle you're in, I've probably been there too.